In my last video, I started a good conversation around some of the good websites or some of the best websites that you should definitely try if you're seeking or you're looking into joining the online writing business. But what I should have actually done in the first video was actually warn you against some of the websites that you should avoid at all costs. Now, we have a lot of websites that have cropped up in recent past alongside the legitimate mainstream websites offering online writing services. They lure upcoming writers into some kind of a scheme where you pay some fees with the hope that they will give you work, but in fact they do not have any clients. Their revenues are strictly from the subscription of fees they collect from unsuspecting upcoming writers. What I want to do in this video is run you through some of the websites that I've come across. And by the way, this is from my inbox. I have a lot of people who have messaged me telling me that, hey there, I got into some kind of arrangement with these websites, but every paper I submit is always rejected. Can you kindly look into this paper and tell me what I'm doing wrong? Only to find out that it's actually a scheme. It's part of a long scheme to con people. So I want to go through some of the websites that I've come to understand that they're doing the business of conning people. But before I go into the full list, allow me to just also talk about how the websites operate in terms of their schemes. So number one, they get you into paying some registration fees. It could be 500 shillings, could be 700 or even 1,000 shillings, so that you can join the team. So it is never explained what the registration fee is all about, but you're just told to activate or become part of the team, you need to pay some registration fees. They also have some mentorship or some onboarding fees that you need to also pay once you are there. Some of them actually have some categories of writers. They've created some imaginative categories where they are telling you that if you're in this category, you have access to this kind of work. So of course you want to upgrade your account so that you get to the higher level where you can now access jobs. So you pay those small fees, which could be anywhere between a few hundred shillings to even thousands of shillings. Some of them will also have some kind of a scheme where they assign you some tasks, either as part of their training program, or they even lie to you that this is actually an active assignment from a client. So you end up doing the job, and then they reject the paper. They tell you that the paper has some issues. They just give you some generic reasons why the paper is not good enough. So you start self-doubt, like, what am I doing wrong? And no matter how well you write it, they'll just give you some generic reasons telling you that this paper does not meet ABC criteria. Most people have been coming to me telling me that I have been submitting my work to this website, but every time I try to submit work, it is always rejected for some various reasons. So that's why they have been coming to me complaining, and I'm like, okay, I can still look at your paper. However, I am 100% sure this website is actually not going to give you any work. All right? Now, some of them will actually go ahead and say the paper is okay, all right, and add some money into your account. They tell you, like, you know what, now you have made 300 shillings, you've made 500 shillings, so, and you see your income accumulating. They give you some tasks every other day. However, what you don't know is that these tasks they are giving you are actually just fake tasks. They're actually not real orders or real work from real clients. They're just assigning you some tasks and putting some numbers onto your account that look like money. So you can see your dashboard, the amount of money you've made from your dashboard increasing. Now, this is where it gets interesting. When you want now to withdraw the money, they can tell you that the limit for withdrawal is maybe 10,000 shillings. So you have to keep working and working and working until you achieve the limit. When now you want to withdraw the money, this is where now the fraud starts. They tell you now, for you to withdraw your money, you need to pay some taxes or some withdrawal fees. So again, you go back to your pocket and pay the said fees, and that is where now they ghost you. So this is actually how they operate. This is their MO. This is how they operate. They just lie to you, entice you, get you into some kind of arrangement where you pay some fees. Some of them have gone even to the extent of actually training you, which I think is okay. However, I've had cases where they are training you using my videos. I've had students who have gone to meetings, virtual meetings where my videos are played and the screen is shared. So some students might actually think that, they're actually interacting with Epic Aswani. However, it's actually just my video being played on the backside and being projected to you. So you think you're actually interacting with me. And those classes, there's no question and answer. Once the video stops playing or the video ends, class is over. There's no room for asking questions, there's no room for interaction, because at the end of the day, they're not dealing with Epic Aswani. They're just somebody who is using my videos, which are on my YouTube channel, to train writers. I have no problem with training writers. In fact, the people who have trained with me know that I've never guaranteed anybody that if you train with me, I'm going to give you work. What I do is put you under my network where we brainstorm together. We work as a team looking for these opportunities. I've never promised anybody that once you train with me, now you have access to this kind of clients. Because personally, I'm also looking for the same clients. So there's no way I'm going to guarantee you that if I train you, I'm going to direct you to clients. What I do is teach you how to fish. And then we go fishing together. All right? So this is the scheme they are using. They just want you to, they don't have actually revenue from students or from clients. Their revenue is strictly from the money they are collecting from you through some weird fees. Be it registration fee, be it, some training fees, be it some, mentorship fee for you to unlock another level. So they can kind of create some levels. And they tell you level 1 has only 2 orders. Level 4, 5, 6 has thousands of orders. So in your head, you're like, okay, let me upgrade to this other higher level so that I get access to the orders that I'm seeing being posted. But in fact, there are no orders. There is no work. Those are just numbers they've written there. And even if they assign you a task, it's actually not a task from a real client. It's just something they've posted there so that they lie to you that we have jobs to give you. So let us just look at some of the websites. And again, my list is not conclusive. It's not exhaustive. We have a lot of these websites. Some of them have come up. Some of them actually run by the same person. They just open a new website to also lie to upcoming writers. So there could be more. And if you have listened to what I've explained in the previous seconds about the MO, how they operate, maybe whatever I'm discussing is already familiar with you. How about you text me, tell me, this is the website I've been working with, so that we expose, we add them to our list, and we warn people against falling victims. So one of the websites that I've come across that is actually doing this, in fact, I went ahead and registered an account yesterday, is called Kenya Writers. I think there's a Z at the end, Kenya Writers. It's one of the websites that I know they are very good at this kind of conmanship. So what they do, they get you to register. Once you register, they tell you to activate your account. As of today, because that's when I try to register, it's about 500 shillings. So again, once you register, you'll see some levels there telling you level 1 has this number of orders, level 2 has this number of orders. And then of course, they get in touch with you to tell you, what, for you to upgrade, to get access to these orders, you need to pay another fee. I don't know how much it is. I haven't gone fired with their shenanigans, with their nonsense. What I've done is just do a demo of their operations and how they operate. So Kenya Writers does not have jobs to give. Their revenue is strictly from collecting some fees from unsuspecting newbies. Newbies, I mean the young writers who are now coming into the industry because they are not well informed. So that is how they operate. The other one that I also know is called Pioneer Writers. They also operate the same exact as Kenya Writers. In fact, sometimes I even think they're actually just the same company or the same individual with different websites. So again, you register there, there's some onboarding fee in terms of registration fee, and then they will see some levels of writers here and there, so that they tell you, what, for you to access this other task, you need to activate your account or pay some additional fees for you to get access to jobs. And we also have another one, Nova Writers. This one I was just informed the other day, somebody got into my inbox with a complaint that, what, I've been trying to submit my work through Nova Writers. In fact, this guy was very happy. When he came, he was very happy. Hey there, Epic. I'm not coming to ask for jobs. I actually found an employer. This website called Nova Writers. The only issue is that after I paid some amount of money, and then I submitted some orders. It was being rejected. So I'm kindly asking you to try to look at the paper for me, tell me where I'm going wrong so that I can improve and impress them. So we did a deeper dive into the website, and we actually determined that they're actually cons. They don't have jobs to give people. They only want to collect money from you with the pretense that they actually have like a running business in terms of clients, and they need writers. So that is also another one on my list today. And this one is very interesting. Like, their MO is just out of this world. I was looking at their breakdown of the fees they're asking people to pay, and I was just like, I was like out of it. I mean, what the hell is going on? This one is called Rich Forever Writers Agency or something. So this one is very interesting, and a client or one of my fan or students sent me an email, forwarded me an email where they were breaking down the fees that this guy has to pay. So there was some registration fee which was 500 shillings. They also asked the guy to pay 1950 Kenya shillings for Grammarly and Turnitin. And this is now where it got like, okay, this is done. I'm done with this. KRA taxes. They're actually charging this guy KRA taxes in the region of 3,800 shillings. Come on, seriously. Where on earth will you pay taxes before you earn? I mean, income tax, where do you pay that before you actually start a business, before you start earning any money, So they were like KRA charges of KRA taxes, total of 3,800. This guy had to also pay. And then, of course, there was some training fee of 1,500. And then another figure put there, total taxes, 2,500. So if you add all this, it is nearly 10,000 shillings this guy has paid, really. I mean, come on, Rich Forever Writers, what are you doing? So this is some of the websites I'm going to warn you to avoid, and I know there are quite a number of them. There are so many. I'm going to leave my number in the description box. Please text me, WhatsApp me, email me, tell me those websites that they're operating in the same manner, so that we can also warn other people about them. And please share this video widely. I know some of you are in the groups, WhatsApp groups run by these websites, where they are using those groups to recruit people. If it's possible, some of them actually, I tried to get in touch with some of those group admins. None of them got back to me. They blocked me. Some of them have these groups where only admins can actually post. Some can post. But if you can get a way to pass this video across so that we prevent this from happening to many people, please do so. Share widely on your timelines, on your WhatsApp status. Warn your friends that these websites actually are not here to give you any jobs, and they're actually part of the problem the industry is facing right now. I'm going to be talking about these websites from my videos. From here on, I'm going to be warning people, and they can come for me. I don't have a lawyer, but if I need to be a lawyer up, because I know what I'm saying, I have a lot of evidence, conversations I've received from the thousands of my followers on YouTube and across my social media platform. I've received a lot of complaints, and if I had a moment, I could just share with you so that you see. If you are any admin or you run these websites and you want to come for me, please, kuja, because I think it's time we also stop this kind of conmanship in the industry. So again, guys, I'll be uploading new videos on some of the best websites that I think you should try, but I'll also be updating you guys on the websites you definitely avoid. So if you are the first time, you're a first timer here, please remember to subscribe, and if you're regular, as always, continue supporting. I appreciate that, and also share this video across your platforms so that we get many people informed. So until next time, stay peaceful.